Hello to you all and welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Gemma and this is my allotment. So I'm going to be taking you through today what I have been up to the last couple of weeks. I just want to show you what I have been doing up here on the allotment the last couple of weeks. So we have got a storm coming starting tomorrow and it's going to be raining for the next 3 or 4 days at least. There's a lot of wind coming and really harsh weather. So I've come up here today and I'm going to be harvesting the last of my pumpkins and making sure everything is just battened down ready for that storm. I'm also going to be planting a few little garlics into my polytunnel to just get that garlic season started because I just can't wait any longer. So I just want to show you first of all, so as you may or may not know, I have just got a new polytunnel within the last month or so. Absolutely love it. I came down here a few weeks ago and started planting in it. So the area just to my right at the front of the polytunnel, I've started putting in some cabbages and some lettuce and also some radish. So I used a no-dig method. I just used the cocoa cure that I had and I put that right on top of the bare soil and planted the cabbages, the radish and the lettuce straight into that soil. In my mini polytunnel, I have still got tomatoes that I am harvesting. I mean, look at these. Amazing, still absolutely ripening on there. So I am just leaving them. I did come up and I harvested a huge basket full of tomatoes last week. This plant has actually got loads of flowers on it, so I don't think that they're gonna come to anything, but I am just leaving them in there. I'm not planting anything in there at the moment, so I'm quite happy for them just to stay in there, and if I get any more tomatoes I get some. If I don't, there's something growing in there and that's helping feed the soil, so I'm really happy with that. So I'm just going to harvest the last of my pumpkins now. So these are my sweet dumplings. So I've already had quite a few of these actually. Really pleased with these this year. These are all the pumpkins that are harvested today and I'm really pleased with that. There's about 15 or 16 there, so that's really good. I've also got 5 here that I harvested I think last week, and then at home I've already got I think about 6 or 7 maybe that I harvested a couple of weeks before that, and they've just been in here once I've taken them off the vines, and this is just where they cure and get ready for storage. So all in all, I've probably got about, I'd say 25-30 pumpkins this year, so that's not bad at all. I'm actually really pleased with that, considering at the beginning of the summer I wasn't sure how many I'd get because they weren't taking off like I thought they would. So actually I'm really pleased with how it's gone. I'll just show you now what else I've been doing. So over in the corner where the asparagus bed is, I completely weeded those 2 beds and I split some of the strawberries. I took some of the strawberry runners and planted them to make new plants for next year, and I also harvested a couple of the cabbages and planted some more cabbages in their place. So I'm just going to take you over and show you exactly what I've been doing over there. So the cabbages in this bed, there were 6 pointed cabbages. I've harvested 2 or 3 of them already, but if you have a look, they're absolutely fantastic. They're doing so well. If you look at my hand, they're really big, and they were really tasty, so I'm really pleased with them. I've already planted some Savoy cabbages in their place, so they hopefully will take off as I harvest these. This bed here has got my parsnips in it, and it has got some red cabbages in between it. I would show you, but Danny from Grapevine Garden actually told me that parsnip leaves can be really poisonous and make you come up in a rash. So I was videoing here and I was showing him all my cabbages. He went, "What are you doing? You're putting your hands through the parsnip leaves." I had no idea. So warning, do not put your hands over the parsnip leaves because it can give you a rash and it's really nasty. But as you can see from here, my parsnips are doing really, really well. So these two beds here, I completely weeded and freshened them up a bit. These are looking really great now. So I've got the kale here, I've got parsnips, I've actually got a few swede, which I thought I'd lost all my swede, but actually I think there's like 2 or 3 swede in here. So fingers crossed I get some nice swede. I'm really looking forward to the parsnips, because I've got this bed full of parsnips and I've got parsnips in here as well, and I'm crossing my fingers that after we have a really hard frost I'm going to harvest them and they're going to be delicious. So this bed here was where I planted some mooly radish, and I sowed those seeds on a video. I think it was probably maybe 6 weeks ago, can't quite remember, but as you can see here they are really starting to grow. And they're looking absolutely fantastic, so I'm really, really pleased with them. I've also got some leeks in here which are looking really good, so I'm really pleased with that as well. And then these 2 beds here were the ones that this was probably 2 weeks ago, I came down and I just completely gave them a massive weed. This one here was just like full of grass, and I think that was probably from the manure that I used to mulch this bed when I had my first early potatoes in there. I think the manure just had loads of grass in it, so grass seed in it, so this was just absolutely full of grass. But all I've got left in here now is my strawberries, which I'll be putting once I get my fruit cage up, which is going to be going over here where my rhubarb is. I'm going to be putting some containers in there with my strawberries in. So I've got 5 strawberries along here. I've also got strawberries in this bed that are going to be moved in, so I'm really excited about having that, about having some strawberry beds in there. I also had in here some dwarf French beans. They were sown in August when I did my video of what to sow in August. I did a big collaboration with some other YouTubers and we all came up with ideas of what you can still sow in August, and I harvested a whole load of beans from this bed that I was so pleased that I sowed that last sort of sowing of beans in August, because I got a massive crop from these, and then I just completely cleared it out and now it's ready for the next thing. I think I'm going to put my garlic in this bed. I'm waiting for this storm to pass though, because it's going to be really, really wet, and that is from tomorrow the 18th. So today's the 17th, tomorrow the 18th, Wednesday. From Wednesday I think through to Sunday we're just going to have really wet weather. One other thing that has been so good this year is the cosmos. It's just starting to go over now, but this has just been full of bees and insects for the last couple of months. It's absolutely huge. I've probably planted like 4, I think, 1, 2, yeah, probably 4. They have just been absolutely covered with wildlife. I'm so glad I planted these, and they've been such a nice splash of colour on the plot, especially now when things are starting to die down. I've left mine out and I think they just look fantastic, so I've been so pleased with them. On here now, so we're in the middle of October, there's 5 or 6 bees just on this section here that I can see. It's absolutely fantastic. I just love seeing that. I have updated you on everything I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. It's been a really busy time, but I have been coming up here and doing bits and bobs, and I just wanted to show you what I have been doing. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you again soon.